Welcome. It is time to leave the noise, the speed, and the bright lights of the modern world far behind you. Make yourself entirely comfortable. Shift your weight until you feel perfectly supported by the bed beneath you. Close your eyes. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Take one slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs entirely, and let it out with a long, quiet sigh. Tonight, we are traveling back to the summer of 1944. We are stepping out of time and into the vast, endless expanse of the Central Pacific Ocean. You are safe. You are secure. You are perfectly insulated from the world. I remember the midnight watch on that boat better than I remember my own childhood. We were a fleet submarine, 300 feet of dark, heavy steel slipping quietly through the black water. It was 0200 hours, the middle of the night. We were surfaced, running on our massive diesel engines to charge the heavy battery banks resting deep in the belly of the ship. Standing on the open bridge of the conning tower, the world was nothing but wind, water, and stars. The air was incredibly warm, carrying the thick, salty scent of the Pacific, mixed with the faint metallic exhaust of the diesel engines turning over below us. It was a rhythmic, comforting smell. It meant we had power. It meant we were moving forward. The ocean was perfectly calm that night. A long, slow swell would lift the heavy steel bow of the submarine, holding us for a brief, suspended moment before gently lowering us back down into the trough. Up and down, a slow, mechanical breathing. The water broke against our hull with a soft, continuous rushing sound. Shh! Shh! It was a hypnotic white noise that washed away every thought of the day, leaving only the present moment. Look up at the sky. Out here, thousands of miles from any city, the night sky is not black. It is a deep, bruised purple, crowded with millions of ancient, unblinking stars. The Milky Way stretches from one horizon to the other, a dense river of crushed diamonds. They do not care about the war. They do not care about the rushing of the world. They just burn, cold and steady, as they have for millions of years. Standing beneath them, wrapped in a heavy canvas jacket against the ocean dampness, you feel wonderfully small. You feel entirely at peace. The brass rails of the bridge are slick with sea mist. You run your leather glove along the smooth, cool metal. It is grounding. Below you, inside the pressure hull, 70 men are sleeping. They are trusting you and the other men on watch to guide them through the dark. That trust makes the night feel sacred. There is no fear here, only a deep, quiet responsibility. It is time to make your rounds below deck. You step over the high metal coaming and begin the climb down the narrow vertical steel ladder into the conning tower. Your boots make a dull, rhythmic clanking on the rungs. Clank, clank, clank. As you descend, the sound of the wind and the crashing waves is instantly cut off. It is replaced by the deep, resonant hum of the submarine's interior. The air here is entirely different. It is thick, warm, and smells heavily of Old Spice aftershave, hot lubricating oil, and fresh coffee. It is the smell of a machine that is deeply alive. The control room is rigged for red. The standard white lights have been extinguished, replaced by low-wattage ruby bulbs. The light is incredibly soft, casting long, dark shadows and turning the polished brass and gray-painted steel into a warm, glowing sanctuary. You stand quietly in the center of the control room. It is a masterpiece of heavy engineering. Everywhere you look, there are massive iron wheels, polished brass valves, and complex analog gauges. In the corner sits the torpedo data computer. It is a marvel of mechanical logic, filled with hundreds of interlocking brass gears and spinning shafts. Right now, it is silent. It is at rest. The only sound is the quiet, high-pitched whir of the master gyro compass. It spins perfectly on its axis, completely unaffected by the rolling of the ship. It hums a steady, perfect note. It knows exactly where true north is. It is the unwavering heart of the boat. Listening to that hum, you feel a deep sense of alignment. Everything is exactly where it is supposed to be. You walk slowly aft, stepping through the heavy, watertight bulkhead door. You enter the crew's mess. The red light reflects off the stainless steel coffee urns. 2 men are sitting at the small formica tables, drinking heavy ceramic mugs. They do not speak, they just nod to you slowly. The silence between you is comfortable. It is the shared silence of men who know each other's habits perfectly. You move further back, into the forward engine room. The heat hits you immediately. It is a thick, wrapping warmth. Here, 2 massive Fahrenheit Morse diesel engines are running. But because you are inside the insulated hull, the sound is not deafening. It is a deep, chest-rattling purr. You watch the massive steel rocker arms moving up and down in perfect, unbroken synchronization. Up, down, up, down. Thousands of gallons of oil circulating, keeping the heavy metal cool and lubricated. The rhythm is entirely predictable. It is a heavy, industrial lullaby. The engineers who tend these machines move slowly, wiping down the painted metal with cotton rags, checking the glass oil sight gauges. They are caretakers of a sleeping giant. You let the deep vibration of the floor plates travel up through your boots, relaxing the muscles in your calves, your thighs, your back. The heavy vibration shakes loose any remaining tension. You are surrounded by solid steel, millions of pounds of it, designed to protect you from the crushing weight of the sea. You finally make your way to the forward torpedo room. This is where you sleep. The room is packed tight. 4 heavy bronze torpedo tubes sit at the very front of the ship, silent and cold. Above and around them are the bunks, small canvas racks suspended by chains. The room is completely dark, save for a single tiny red light near the doorway. You can hear the collective, rhythmic breathing of 24 men. The slow, repetitive creak of the chains as the boat gently rolls on the surface swells. Skreek, hush, skreek, hush. You reach your bunk. It is narrow, but it is yours. You pull back the heavy, scratchy wool blanket. You take off your heavy leather boots, setting them softly on the steel deck. You climb into the rack, pulling the blanket up to your chin. The wool is heavy, providing a deep, comforting weight across your chest and legs. Lying there, you can hear the water rushing past the steel hull just inches from your head. Shh, shh. It is the sound of the entire ocean, safely separated from you by an unyielding wall of metal. There is nowhere you need to be. There are no decisions you need to make. The men on watch in the control room are awake, their eyes on the dials, their hands on the brass wheels. They have the boat. You have nothing to do but let go. Let the gentle, rocking motion of the submarine sway you side to side. Let the deep, distant thumping of the diesel engines slow your heart rate. Let the heavy warmth of the wool blanket pull you down into a state of absolute, profound relaxation. The ocean is endless. The night is long. The boat is secure. The steel is strong. You are entirely safe. Surrender to the rhythm. Surrender to the quiet darkness.